The girl swung the chair and knocked the man down, and then something weird happened. The evil ghost turned into blue smoke and sprang out, showing a terrifying face in front of a woman. What is the origin of this evil? The story starts with Jae-young. He runs a 1,000-doctor exorcism institute. There's only one employee at the institute named Jung-tae. On weekdays, exorcism is their main business. This day, Jae-young came to rich home exorcism. Jae-young raised his right hand. He wears an ancestral bell on his wrist. His ancestors told him to encounter demons. This bell will ring, so every time Jae-young gets a job, he would shake it before deciding whether to make the next move. But Chin felt the ceremony was unnecessary because he had been with Jae-young for 3 years and never heard a bell ring, and he thinks there's no such thing as ghosts. The rich girl upstairs saw this scene and thought they were just here to cheat money. The rich man and his wife berated their daughter to stop talking. Then the exorcism begins. Jae-young believed that the evil spirit possessed a stone statue in the courtyard. He asked Chin to set up a formation and then encircle the rich man's family in a circle. Then Jae-young began to dance. He asked Jang-tae to use the remote control in his hand to force the stone statue to produce a vision. The white cloth on the stone quickly turned red. The rich family can close their mouths in surprise. The ceremony takes its final step. The remote control on Chin's hand is not working. His plan was to detonate the statue to match the effect of the sword striking the stone. But he pressed it many times, but nothing happened, and the remote control ended up out of whack. The statue fell to the ground, exposing the base, and the bomb went straight out and smashed the glass. Jae-young took the opportunity to let the rich believe that this is an exorcism. Jae-young to deal with the rich wife with diversion method. He told the rich not to buy anything for a while. The rich can only buy everything for their wives. Rich wife listen to the heart is very happy, then have no mind to think about other things. Jae-young also let the rich support her daughter to do everything. The lady quickly bowed and thanked him. The family is very happy. The rich man's wife also took a large envelope to express her appreciation. The business was completed successfully. In fact, Jae-young is no different from a liar. Okay, Jae-young also has an uncle Jae-young who runs an antique shop and will help him. Jae-young also hides a broken sword that matches the bell. He takes them with him whenever he goes out. Jae-young went back to his office and locked them in the safe. One night, there's a lady in the office. Her name is An-hui, and she is here to invite Jae-young to catch the demon. But Jae-young feel this year's business are full of let Jang-tae send and Hui. Just then, An-hui poured a large bag of money onto the table. This completely moved Jae-young, but Jae-young followed An-hui's car to the destination. There is a female ghost standing at the mouth of the tunnel. Jae-young didn't expect An-hui can't see the ghost immediately bypass. They went through the tunnel to another world. It's foggy here. Jae-young looked at these people outside the car. Always felt wrong. 3 people came to An-hui's home. An-hui wants Jae-young to be attached to sister An-yin evil ghost away. Now An-young is locked in a room by An-hai. Jung-tae think this thing is not simple one to leave, but Jae-young looked at tears An-yin and commanded Jung-tae start to do things. When they were carrying the props, Chin decided to call the police. After all, An-young was tied to a chair. Jae-young said this business is no different from the previous business. Those are problems in people's minds. They have to show up to be worthy of the money. Then Chin set up the formation. He was a little scared when he saw An-hui holding an electric baton in her hand. An-hui said he could see ghosts from a young age, so she wasn't afraid. This time, the ghost possessed An-young. An-hui will be particularly cautious and will not escape. Jae-young thought she was bragging. Then the exorcism is ready to begin. Jae-young took out the bell from his body and smiled and told An-young. The bell jingled. The bell rang. Jae-young was surprised when he heard the sound for the first time. Then he shook the bell a few times and it rang again. At the same time, An-young's eyes changed. She was talking nonsense. The room shook. An-hui gets up and knocks Jung-tae down and stunned him. Actually, she was trying to save Chint. She knew Chint was an ordinary man. Then An-hui went to rush up to help Jae-young, but Jae-young is very calm because he has a sword that exorcises demons. There is no problem with a sword against ordinary imps. The girl swung the chair directly at Jae-young. Then a ghost came out of her body. The ghost passed through An-hui's body. An-hui and male ghost look at each other to speak. Jae-young see ghost actually really be a sword away is very surprised. The screen changes. The devil returns to his lair. It has a group of half-human, half-ghost disciples. The evil ghost said that the woman could see him. Then the evil ghost under the eyeliner to report. Jae-young has left. Devil led eyeliner to investigate Jae-young's background because he is very familiar with that broken sword. Halfway through, Jae-young asked Jung-tae to tell his uncle that the bell was ringing. He is going to An-hoi's place to investigate something. Jae-young's uncle immediately called him to come back immediately, but Jae-young refused. Jae-young's uncle, afraid of his danger, will take Jung-tae to find Jae-young. Jae-young's uncle on the road to Jae-young's life story. It was a dousing years ago. Jae-young's grandfather was a very powerful exorcist. He also has 2 grandchildren, Jae-young and his brother Jae-ho. Jae-young's grandfather has been teaching them the basic skills of exorcism. One of the most important skills is to carve cardboard snow scenes. This is a very powerful spell to destroy demons and subdue demons. Jae-young's uncle was one of his grandfather's disciples at that time. Later, Jae-ho was taken away by evil spirits. Jae-young's grandfather wrestled with evil spirits. It is a pity that Jae-ho was not rescued, and the evil spirits turned on Grandpa. His ultimate goal is to kill all the exorcists. Jae-young's grandfather left the broken sword and bell to Jae-young in order to protect him. He let Jae-young's uncle, with Jae-young left, to live an anonymous life. Finally, Jae-young's grandfather died at the hands of evil spirits. The screen changes. A demon controls an imp and takes possession of An-hoi's neighbor. Then the evil ghost told him to find An-hoi. An-hoi saw that he was possessed by a ghost. The 2 sides fought. An-hoi is no match for ghosts. Jae-young in turn killed the imp with a broken sword. Only then did Jae-young realize how powerful the broken sword was. And Young is also possessed by a ghost and escapes by jumping out the window. Jae-young and An-hui chased out. Eventually Young was picked up by a van. The evil ghost decided to kill Jae-young first, so it let the imps take possession of the villagers and attack Jae-young. Jae-young, after a fight, he fought harder and harder with An-hui's help. The evil ghost found that Jae-young had not been removed and blamed the disciples for their incompetence. Just then Young was captured. The evil ghost is thinking about how to kill Jae-young. The screen changes. Jae-young took An-hui to find Uncle Jae-young and Jung-tae. The 4 people decided to rescue An-yin, but they don't know where An-young is being held. Then Uncle Jae-young remembered a shamanic prophet. The 4 men went to the shaman and paid a large sum of money. The prophet finally calculated that An-yin was captured in the Dragon Moon Mountain. Then the 4 men, armed with bombs and giant flares, found the entrance to Dragon Moon Mountain. First they came to the first roadblock set up by the evil spirit. The evil ghost put half a snow charm inside to lure Jae-young. He went in and broke open the door with his broken sword and was trapped in the room under a spell. Jae-young had many hallucinations. In the end, he succeeded in taking out half of the snow scenery talisman by relying on the broken sword. Then the 4 men continued to the devil's house. Along the way, the devil's disciples to intercept. But after Jae-young 4 people brave confrontation, the devil's disciples were all killed. An-hui was captured by the remaining demon disciples. Finally, Jae-young 3 people found a large cave. Jae-young let Jung-tae go to the entrance and exit of the cave to place explosives. Uncle Jae-young must stay with Jung-tae. Jae-young amen into the cave. This cave is where his grandfather was killed. Half of the sword is still in the ground. There's a connection between the broken swords. The evil spirit showed himself. They started fighting. Then Jae-young's broken sword fell to the ground by evil spirits. The upper and lower parts of the broken sword joined together. A new 7-star sword was born. Then Jae-young was knocked down by the evil ghost. An-hui kept reminding Jae-young with her eyes. Only then did Jae-young realize that the real 7-star sword was beside him. He pulled out the sword and told the evil spirit that its death was coming. The 2 sides started fighting again. The evil ghost is no match for the 7-star sword. It failed again and again. Jae-young is confident and becomes more courageous as he fights. Jin on the other side is rigged with explosives. The demon tried his best to block the blow of the 7-star sword, but his precious sword was cut in 2. The evil ghost lets his men entangle Jae-young head on. Then it sucked the souls of its subordinates into its body to enhance its abilities. Then the evil spirit attacked Jae-young from behind. The evil spirit directly stabbed Jae-young into Jae-young's body with a knife. Jae-young was knocked to the ground. Uncle Jae-young outside immediately sensed that he was beating the divine drum to give Jae-young strength. At the same time, Jung-tae picked up a giant flare aimed at the cave, shooting. The strong light made the evil ghost stop. Jin successfully rescued everyone. Jaeyoung took the sword. Everybody run out of the cave. Finally An Hui took the bomb remote control, successfully detonated the bomb. The evil spirits are sealed inside. Jaeyoung merged the two halves of the snow spell he found. He did what Grandpa didn't do. This spell is too powerful. A powerful mana pattern appears on the ground. The final pattern turns into a chain to catch up with the running demon. The demon's body was sealed with a spell on the walls of the cave. Its soul was bound by iron chains and locked into the spell. Evil ghosts will never be reincarnated. End of film. This film is adapted from the 2014 webcomic. The film uses a lot of cool special effects. Kang Dong-won is undeniably handsome. That's a big plus for the movie. In this film, the sister mainly plays the role of plot development. It might be better if there are more scenes of my sister taking the initiative to save herself. The atmosphere is not too scary. The movie clearly reflects individual heroism. The film has a great degree of reproduction, but the details need to be worked out. Alright, that's all for today's video. See you next time.